Hello and welcome to Health Essentials. Dear viewers, I am sure most of you must have come across advices from people wherein they have told you to start your day with a warm glass of water, and there are times, especially for us females, they tell us that if we use a turmeric paste on our face, we can achieve a healthy glowing skin. And then there are times when we are going through a bad phase of cough and cold. They tell us to use half teaspoon of black pepper powder mixed with honey. Yes, these are some of the tried and tested remedies that has proven to be beneficial to most of us time and again. The usage of natural resources in propagating a healthy lifestyle is one of the many aims and objectives of Ayurveda. Therefore, today we have arranged a discussion wherein experts from the field of Ayurveda are here with us in the studio, and they will be telling us more on the Ayurvedic practices that we can use every day. I repeat, every day in our household that can help us live a healthy lifestyle. So joining me in this discussion today, we have with us Dr. Neeta Mahisekar. She is the director of the Northeastern Institute of Ayurveda and Homeopathy, Shillong. Next, we have Dr. Vijay Kumar. He is the principal in charge College of Ayurveda. And to my extreme left, we have Dr. Abhishek Bhattacharya, lecturer, Department of Panchakarma, NEA, Shillong. Thank you, doctors, for being with us here today. Let's start right away with Dr. Neeta. Dr. Neeta, we live in a time, nowadays, we live in a time where there's this word, जो बोलते हैं पुराना हो गया, or the term old-fashioned, obsolete. We use it everywhere, especially this generation now. When we see our parents doing something in a particular way, we'll be like, नहीं, mummy, papa, वो पुराना ज़माना का है. So when it comes to Ayurveda, it is an ancient medical system, medicine. How is this still relevant in today's modern times?
Right, very well said, Vinita. पुराना ज़माना, फैशन पुराना हो सकता है लेकिन रिवॉल्व होकर वापस आता है
जी.
उसी प्रकार से you see Ayurveda has proven. Just latest we had this COVID issue, and you have seen the time tested Ayurveda has proved again कि so many people in India benefited with the wonder drug that is गिलोय. And बाकी सब पुराना हो सकता है लेकिन साइंस आयुर्वेदा it is sustaining till now. So we cannot say पुराना है. पुराना ज़रूर है पर it is holding good till date. So that is the thing कि again everything is coming back like virgin coconut oil, what people used to use in the ancient days. We have gone through with all those creams and all those moisturizers, sunscreens. Now again back to coconut in a very new form, अब पुराना नहीं, modified way. इसीलिए जो भी आता है, it is not पुराना या नया. हाँ, human is the same, the body is the same. It has to be catered in a similar fashion. Only thing is, it is old wine in new bottle.
Achha. Okay, thank you for that. Dr. Vijay, when we talk of Ayurveda, अभी जो हर दिन हर घर Ayurveda campaign चल रहा है. So when we talk of Ayurveda, I mean we also talk of yoga. Because yoga is something you can practice every day. It's not once in a while. So tell us what is yoga and how really the different types of yoga we can practice in our household every day.
Okay, thank you. First of all, I would like to thank Doordarshan team of Shillong extending this great opportunity to us. Well, actually, yoga means to unite, to combine, to integrate. Yoga have different definition all over the world. But in some text like Bhagavad Gita, Patanjali Yoga Sutra, as quoted in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Yoga Chitta-Vritti Nirodha means cessation of mental modification. And quoted as Kathopanishad, Yoga is a state of that when control of all sense organ and steady state. Yoga is a building of character. Yoga is all around personality development in physical, mental, social, spiritual and intellectual level. Yoga is a balance between body and mind.
Okay.
And as quoted in Bhagavad Gita, Samatvam Yog Muchate. It means a balance between failure and win.
Okay.
This is very difficult, not too easy. And another slok in Bhagavad Gita, Yoga Karmasu Kausalam. It means a skill परफॉर्मेंस. हम जब भी कोई कार्य करें तो इस तरह से उसमें जुड़ जाएं कि बाकी सारी चीज़ों को भूल जाएं, तो उसे योग कहेंगे. Okay. And but some factor or obstacles in path of yoga, like excess taking of food lead to laziness, excess talk lead to angry या jealousy, some disease, excess work leads to exertion. But some factors are responsible for performing the yoga, like brave, patience, philosophy of knowledge, and resolution.
Okay.
In this, patience is more important.
Okay.
Let us talk about types and kinds of yoga. I think Dhyan Yoga, meditation, Gyan Yoga,
Okay.
Raj Yoga,
Okay.
Hatha Yoga. In fact, nowadays every person knows yoga means asana and pranayam, but it is not true. Yoga had 8 parts, like yam, means ethical rules, like non-violence, non-stealing, no desire for other wealth. Or next, second point is niyam, principle of social well-being, like cleanliness, etc. Third point, yam asana posture, very famous. And fourth is asana pranayam. Pranayam means control of inspiration and expiration is pranayam. And another pratyahar. Pratyahar means acts of control, self-control. Pratyahar. Dharana. Dharana means concentration, like concentration. किसी चीज़ पर हम concentrate होते हैं. और धारणा ध्यान, deep concentration, एक पर्टिकुलर थाट्स, किसी पे जब हम ध्यान लगा लिया और उसी पर बहुत देर तक जब हम कंसंट्रेट रहते हैं तो ध्यान. एंड डीप कंसंट्रेशन एंड मेडिटेशन नोन एज समाधि. ओके. तो इन वेरी शॉर्ट डेफिनेशन एंड मीनिंग ऑफ योग इज दैट. तो ओनली बेसिकली 4 टाइप, ध्यान योग, ज्ञान योग, हठ योग.
Okay, we'll come back to that then. Thank you, doctor. Let's come to Dr. Abhishek here. Nowadays we really if I can use the term कि आजकल बोलते हैं ट्रेंडिंग, बोलते हैं ना कि पंचकर्मा is trending. Many people we hear, especially youngsters. So what is this panchakarma in this Ayurvedic system?
Okay, so thank you, Vinita. It's a very relevant question. So in very simple form, if I want to tell you, I'll just ask, if you purchase a vehicle, no, within 1 month or 2, you will get a message in your mobile that you had completed 1 month of your purchase of vehicle, so you should go for a servicing. Same thing. So what is the price of the vehicle? It may be 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, like that. But have you ever imagined what is the price of yourself?
No.
It's something which we cannot imagine even.
Yes.
No, it's beyond that. So it's the same way that just servicing ourselves is known as panchakarma. If I go in a very simple way, that see, after birth we continue our life, we take food, we maintain lifestyle, but we don't think so much about our health.
Yes.
So when we are leading the life, so many changes goes on in our body, inside. And really in particular time periods, we need to service ourselves. We need to clean ourselves. Sometimes because every time we do something, some changes keeps on happening inside our body. That is known as metabolism. And due to that metabolism, different type of waste materials get created in our body, produced in our body. They get deposited in our body. And if those production of waste materials are in excess, and if they get deposited, if they are not eliminated in proper way, in the long run they are going to give us some diseases. Okay.
Yes.
So same thing actually. When we purchase a car, after 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, there may not be any problem in the car.
Yeah.
Still we go for servicing.
Exactly.
Why? So that we can prevent the upcoming problems. What madam has already told, that main aim of Ayurveda is not to treat the disease. It's to prevent that, because once we get disease, it becomes really difficult. And nowadays, if you see maximum diseases, they are not curable at all. So it's always better to prevent them, and we can prevent them once the disease is not created. So in between, if we can clean ourselves, if we can remove the unnecessary waste products that are produced inside us, we can be healthy. And Panchakarma is simply that way by which easily, that's a actually therapeutic technology which has been invented by our ancestors in Ayurveda, by which easily we can keep ourselves healthy. Ayurveda says actually in our body there are multiple, numerical numbers of porous parts or tubular structures, and when any metabolic byproduct or toxin get impacted, deposited in that, then we start getting different diseases. Pathogenesis of different diseases starts. So Panchakarma is the way by which we can clean those channels. You know, if you see in your pipe in your bathroom, if that get blocked, will not get proper water.
Yes.
Okay, or in the drainage system, if there is means any wastage get deposited,
Clogged,
there will be water logging will be there. So like that, in our body, when the channels are not working properly, there is some blockage, there will be some logging of something, some waste materials, and as a result we get diseases. So Panchakarma helps us to keep our system clean and active, so that we can keep ourselves healthy.
Okay, that was very nicely explained. Thank you so much, Dr. Abhishek. Let's come back to Dr. Neeta. I have read this time and again कि food से ही हम हैं. You know, even the disease is created by food, even health is by food. So, and food plays a very important role in Ayurveda. So, can you tell us about, how does food, have such a nice, big, great impact in Ayurveda?
Yeah, that's really nice again. And I would like to say कि जब से जीवन मिला है, we are initially on milk.
Yes.
Then we are on food and milk, and then we are on food. Okay, so the nourishment of these cells in our body is depending upon what you eat. Ayurveda says if you have proper food in proper proportion and proper region as per the conditions, and I'll come to it later, but if the food is proper, there is no need of medicine.
Okay.
तो जब आदमी प्रॉपर लेता है आहार लेने के पश्चात तो नरिशमेंट होगा ही अच्छे से, और फिर आहार केवल इट्स नॉट अबाउट द डाइट, इट्स अबाउट योर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. सी इफ यू आर लिविंग इन वन प्लेस and still your constitution differs from that of your sibling,
Okay.
both of you may not eat same even if they are twins. तो मात्रा मतलब as per constitution, as per matra. Matra is the amount in which it is consumed.
Okay. The proportion
differs, proportion differs from individual to another individual. तो आपके लिए जितना proportion ठीक है वही food आपके लिए ठीक है. Another thing, संयोग. संयोग is combination. See, मान लीजिए आप milk separately पी रहे हो, fine. If you take one glass, if it is fine with you, is fine. If a subject who is कफ प्रकृति, मान लीजिए उन्होंने थोड़ा दूध अधिक ले लिया, तो उनके लिए वो थोड़ा सा nauseating ऐसे रहेगा. फिर कॉम्बिनेशन में इसलिए कहा इफ यू टेक राइस सेपरेटली, मिल्क सेपरेटली, देन दे आर गुड फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर इंडिविजुअल. यू मेक अ पायसम और खीर आप थोड़ी क्वांटिटी में ही खाइए, क्योंकि उसमें घी है, उसमें दूध है, उसमें ड्राई फ्रूट्स है. तो कॉम्बिनेशन में जब आप खाते हो तब कितना खाना चाहिए ये आयुर्वेद बताता है. राइट. फिर थोड़े सीजन्स के लिए कुछ फूड बताया गया है. तो you have to consume. If come winter and we go with heavy methi ke laddu,
Okay.
गोंद के लड्डू, गाजर का हलवा, it is available in December only.
Okay.
So the food is a medicine. Why we say the Ayurveda is very nearby to nature.
Yes.
So nature and existence of life go hand in glove. So नेचर प्रोवाइड्स यू इंडिकेशंस. तो अभी ही गाजर अधिक आएगा, आगे समर आने वाला है, सो योर बीटा कैरोटीन विल बी टेकन अप फ्रॉम योर फेस, द हार्श समर, द स्कॉर्चिंग सन. सो दिस प्रोवाइड्स ए शील्ड.
Okay.
So in December, if you eat proper gajar ka halwa every day, that will provide a shield. So food becomes aushadhi.
Okay.
Right? It becomes a medicine in one way.
Okay.
Right. And as per the regions, another thing is, like we go to the south of India, you consume more of curds, yogurt.
Yeah. Good. Yes.
The same thing you try consuming in other parts, it becomes difficult for you to digest. In some parts, buttermilk is very much prevalent. As you go to Maharashtra and mainly Gujarat,
Okay.
chas is famous. So buttermilk is a best medication therapy across the country.
Okay.
If you go to Bengal and the coastal regions, fish is more.
Yes.
So the different parts of this tropical country, food वहाँ पर उस रीजन के अनुसार लिया जाए, प्रदेश अनुसार, तो वो वहाँ का फूड एज गुड एज मेडिसिन. तो फूड के अनेक भाग है, कैसे किया जाए, किसको किसके साथ संयोग, विरुद्ध आहार, ये एक बहुत बड़ा कॉन्सेप्ट है जो आज साइंटिफिक रिसर्च का एक भाग बन गया है कि वेयर आयुर्वेदा हैज सेड कि मिल्क एंड फ्रूट आर नॉट टू बी टेकन टुगेदर.
Okay, let me cut you there. Milk and fruit are not to be
But
taken. But then we have milkshakes everywhere. Milkshakes.
Yes. So again, फिर पुरातन साइंस ने ये कहा है कि मिल्क एंड फ्रूट विल गो विरुद्ध है, वीर्य विरुद्ध. जहाँ आगे चल के जो अभिषेक जी ने पंचकर्म में कहा है, क्लॉगिंग. Nowadays, don't you see obesity, more of obesity?
Yes, on the rise.
Don't you see? Maybe we are having the sitting posture jobs, but still more of obesity, more of heart attacks, more of hypercholesterolemia, and atherosclerosis. So all these conditions do matter only because of the food you consume. So it is, जैसे आपने कॉम्बिनेशन, मिल्क शेक तो आज का फैशन है
जी.
हमारे पास उसका संयोग बताया ही नहीं गया है. देन मिल्क एंड मछली नहीं खाना है, मिल्क और नमक टुगेदर नहीं खाना है. देयर आर सो मेनी डूज एंड डोंट्स इन आयुर्वेदा. तो उस प्रकार का आहार यदि आप लेते हैं तो आप हेल्दी रहोगे. देन व्हेन टू यूज ब्लैक ग्राम, इन विच सीजन. यदि आपने उसको शरद ऋतु में ले लिया, मतलब ऑटम सीजन, हाँ, अब बहुत ठंड में इट कैन बी इजीली डाइजेस्टेबल. बट बिफोर दैट, जहाँ एक होता है कि रेनी टू विंटर, जैसे आप आ रहे हो ट्रांजिशन पीरियड में, वहाँ उड़द खाएंगे तो दोष, रक्त दोष बढ़ जाएगा. सो दिस हैज बीन एक्सप्लेन. तो ये फूड मेडिसिन ही तो हुआ. कब क्या खाना चाहिए, कितनी मात्रा में खाना चाहिए, कि कैसे कॉम्बिनेशन में ले, how to maintain yourself in which region. If you go south, down south, again sambar, more of pepper. So if you consume pepper more in mids, like Maharashtra के मिड्स में, तो डेफिनेटली पित्त बढ़ जाएगा. यू विल हैव गैस्ट्राइटिस, यू विल हैव बर्निंग सेंसेशन. सो एज पर द देश आप उसको यूज करेंगे. So we have regions in Ayurveda, and as per the regions, you see in Northeast what we have, millets are more. So you don't take heavy diet here. So it is mostly comprising of rice.
But lots of non-veg.
See, so whatever I have seen in my experience, I can say, तो भारत में जहाँ तक सवाल आता है, प्रदेश अनुसार the food is the medicine as exactly told in Ayurveda. And if you do go on practicing as in ancient times, people remain healthy until 100 years. Health means not, we go with the definition that mental health, physical health. We go by the definition of hita ayu. Sukha Ayu, that means no graying of hair, no spectacles, your skin should be glowing.
Okay.
Beauty is different.
Yes.
Beauty brains given by God.
Yes.
It comes genetically.
Yes.
Okay. But how you maintain the glow on your skin is provided by the nourishment of the proper food what you consume.
Okay.
So this.
Okay, oh my God, we are talking so much. I was like, we are leaving out the other doctors because it's so interesting, this talk here. Okay, let's go back to other doctors before they feel left out. So, like ma'am mentioned some of the diseases, Dr. Vijay. Let's talk about diabetes, like, you know, since diabetes is very common these days, right? So, can you tell us some of the yogic practices, you know, when it comes to diabetes?
मैडम फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल जितना मैडम ने अभी इतना अच्छा सा डिस्क्राइब कर दिया, इसमें डायबिटीज़ क्या बहुत सारी डिजीज़ का कारण ये है विरुद्धाहार, जो मैडम और अकॉर्डिंग टू सीजन जब नहीं करते हैं. अब एक्चुअली रही बात डायबिटीज़ की, तो डायबिटीज़ बेसिकली ए मेटाबॉलिक सिंड्रोम करेक्टराइज बाय हाइपरग्लाइसीमिया. हाइपरग्लाइसीमिया मीन्स इंक्रीज ऑफ शुगर लेवल इन द ब्लड, जो नॉर्मल रेंज होता है उससे ज़्यादा बढ़ जाता है. तो और इट इज़ ड्यू टू एब्सोल्यूट और रिलेटिव डिफिशियंसी ऑफ इंसुलिन or resistance or both. And a few causes of diabetes, some cause like a faulty lifestyle, lack of exercise, or frequently consumption of junk foods, जिसमें विरुद्ध आहार का कोई कुछ नहीं माना जाता. सब उसमें बहुत सारे होते हैं जो नहीं खाना चाहिए, सब एक साथ खाते हैं, तो कहीं ना कहीं इफेक्टेड होता है. अब रही बात इसमें अगर हम बात करते हैं कि यौगिक प्रैक्टिसेस के, तो इन डायबिटिक पेशेंट लाइक प्राणायाम. अच्छा, एक चीज़ और मैं कहना चाहूँगा कि आज प्रेजेंट टाइम में मेजर काज, जो डायबिटीज़ का मेजर काज स्ट्रेस है, ड्यू टू स्ट्रेस. और स्ट्रेस को मिनिमाइज प्राणायाम से किया जा सकता है. और रही बात पोस्चर की, तो लाइक सूर्य नमस्कार, मंडूकासन, कोबरा पोज, ठीक है, और रैबिट पोज, अर्धमत्स्येंद्रासन, ए वेरी गुड आसन फॉर डायबिटिक पेशेंट. एंड सम प्राणायाम लाइक नाड़ी शोधन प्राणायाम, दिस इज फेमस बाय अनुलोम विलोम प्राणायाम, एंड भस्त्रिका प्राणायाम आल्सो, शवासन, भ्रामरी प्राणायाम. भ्रामरी प्राणायाम मिनिमाइज द स्ट्रेस, एंजाइटी, ठीक है. एंड फिर इसके साथ साथ कुछ और शोधन प्रोसेस होता है वेरी इफेक्टिव. बट अगर इसके साथ साथ अलॉन्ग विद आसन प्राणायाम डाइट पे फोकस किया जाए तो इज़ वेरी इम्पोर्टेंट. हमें ये भी ध्यान देना चाहिए कि व्हाट टू ईट, when to eat ठीक है, and how much to eat. This is very important factor for diabetic patient. ठीक है, बड़ा क्रूशियल रोल ये आता है इसमें. और साथ साथ मेडिटेशन तो बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है. आसन का हिसाब से ये डायबिटिक पेशेंट को अगर हम होलसम डाइट के साथ लिया जाए तो रैली में बहुत अच्छे रिजल्ट देखने मिलते हैं.
Okay, thank you so much. Carrying forward this discussion on diseases, let's come to Dr. Abhishek here. Sir, can you tell us about the importance of Panchakarma, you know, when we talk about chronic diseases? How does it help?
Yes, actually chronic diseases, if you see nowadays, as sir said about diabetes, and yes, now India has become the hub of diabetes and hypertension. If you see, maximum of the chronic diseases like different type of arthritis problems like rheumatoid arthritis or osteoarthritis, maximum of the diseases, if you see, they are not curable nowadays. You will be hardly listen that anybody's diabetes have been cured.
Yes.
Or hypertension have been cured. When they once start taking medicine, it's a lifelong procedure. But what is done normally, that we take a medicine, our sugar level comes down. We think we are fine. But in the long run, what happens, we develop different type of complications. Like diabetes itself is not a much killer, but the complications of diabetes are much more life threatening. Like they can cause cardiomyopathy, the heart muscles will get affected. They will cause different type of neuropathy, neurological problems, microangiopathy, kidney related problems like that. Hypertension also like that. So in those cases, along with medication, directly Panchakarma in many conditions like hypertension, diabetes, they don't, Panchakarma directly don't reduce the sugar level or don't reduce the hypertension, may not. It may reduce for some time, but what happens if we take, means in proper time Panchakarma advices, Panchakarma treatments, then we can get rid of complications, especially for diabetes and hypertension we are telling about. Okay, some other conditions, like if you tell about different type of arthritis problems, then if you say if you're taking different type of medicines, on the long run the medicine itself will become a killer. You will develop different type of hepatic, that is liver problems, kidney problems. If somebody is having chronic pain, they will be having on and off painkillers. As you said yourself that you are suffering from migraine itself. Migraine, many headache patients, what they do, they take over the counter painkillers, nimesulide and all, and many of the painkillers are even banned in other countries. Okay, and on the long run they will kill the patient by causing different complications. So when you take Panchakarma, in many cases they cure the condition, and many cases though they do not cure the condition properly, totally, but they improve the quality of life. Okay, so like patients are having epilepsy, seizure disorders. If they take Panchakarma treatments, what will happen? Need of their anti-epileptic drug dose will come down. Okay, if somebody is having hypothyroidism, means immediately we give Panchakarma, but immediately we don't stop the hypothyroidism medicine. But on the long run, what will happen? The dose of their drug will come down. Okay, so like that we can help. And different conditions, like see, once our northeast is very common, there is stroke, especially in Meghalaya. If you see, stroke is a very mass problem over here. So once a person gets stroke, after that he becomes hemiplegic, means half side becomes very commonly paralyzed. Or here is very common because people carry some burden in their head. So development of cervical spondylosis, lumbar spondylosis problems are very common, and development of sciatica problems are very common. So on the long run they have to go for some surgeries. So like the patient of stroke, they once stroke happened, gradually they improve little bit, but they used to have some paralysis problem. So in those cases, if we can go for Panchakarma, their quality of life get much improved. Okay, like in case of this lumbar spondylosis or nerve compression conditions, if we can go for Panchakarma, we can avoid surgeries. Okay, which may not even give very good relief to the patients. Okay, so like that we can improve the quality of life, we can reduce the burden of financial burden of the patient, we can give much comfort to the patient, and we can avoid the complication which may get arise after taking long term of different medications which are not very much healthy to the patient.
Yes, of course, very well said. I am so happy to say, so privileged to have met three of you here today. It's so nice. The discussion is getting really interesting. Thank you so much. Ma'am, let's come back to you. Now we are talking about Har Din Har Ghar Ayurveda. So when you say Har Din and Har Ghar, it's obviously family first. Ghar se start hota hai. So let's talk about some issues that the people in a household face, especially nowadays. Personally, I have come across 2-3 young girls just in the last month where they say they are suffering from PCOD. Now, what is this PCOD? Can Ayurveda help in this case?
Okay, Har Ghar Har Din Ayurveda. This slogan now recently we have got it through Ayush Ministry, and the rest of India followed it. But I think we are following this since ages. हर घर हर दिन आयुर्वेद करते ही रहते हैं. अवेयरनेस कम हो गया था, वो वापस लौटने का एक अब नया अवसर मिला है हमें, और अवेयरनेस हुआ है कि वी आर यूजिंग इट डेली, बट वी आर गेटिंग अवेयर बाय दैट. हाउ आई विल टेल यू. Initially in olden days people used to say कि once you have pakoda is very famous across the country, so whatever deep frying you do, I remember my grandmother telling कि next day do not use that oil because it's harmful. She would say, just throw it, or use it while making a dough for roti. But then today we go to any stall, the samosas the rest of the food what we are
Yes.
is available in the market, because many of us are working, we just carry it home, packed
Fast food.
fast food. So what's happening? अब उनका business है वो, they are going on doing it again and again in the same oil.
Yes.
Scientifically, now you know what happens in the oil.
Yes.
That is going to cause bad cholesterol. So again, if there is a scientific evidence, then we say. लेकिन हमारे घर में हमारे ग्रैंडमदर ने इस बात को कहा क्योंकि उन्हें वो आयुर्वेद का डिग्री लिए ऐसा नहीं था, लेकिन इंडिया में हर घर हर दिन आयुर्वेद था. बिकॉज सम पीपल से डोंट डू दिस. केला खाना कब है?
Okay.
सीताफल खाने के बाद पानी पीना है. एवरी फ्रूट के पीछे पानी पीना नहीं है.
Okay.
लेकिन सीताफल के कंज्यूम करने के बाद आपने पानी पीना ही पीना है,
Okay.
सो दैट यू विल नॉट गेट एनी थ्रोट इश्यूज. तो ऐसी चीजें हमने बुक से नहीं, हर घर हर दिन आयुर्वेद जो कहा गया है, हर एक हाउस होल्ड में कहीं ना कहीं ये चीजें चलते रहती है. तो ये अच्छे स्वास्थ्य का एक दरिया था जो आज हमने खो दिया है, क्योंकि वी आर नॉट इन नो मोर लिविंग इन अ जॉइंट फैमिली. इट यूज्ड टू हैपन बिफोर. तो आज के दिन में ये सब लैक्यूना आ गया है. द मदर हरसेल्फ डजंट नो while grooming because she is not into connection with her mother, parents or in-laws, because in today's world job जहाँ available है we go through.
Settled there.
सेटलमेंट की वजह से ये इश्यूज है. सो अब क्या खाना है क्या नहीं खाना है, दे डोंट नो. आयुर्वेद में जो पहले की परिचर्या थी, मेंस्ट्रुअल साइकिल,
Yes.
वहाँ पर हमें अलाउ नहीं होता था कि स्त्रियां घर से बाहर नहीं निकल पाती थी.
Okay. Yes.
They had to stay back home. But today, is it possible?
No.
Because of the education, because of the job.
Yes.
Still, I would like to suggest
Okay.
कि इसका एक मीडियम एक वे निकाल सकते हैं.
Okay.
कि जैसे घर में पूरा बैठने का ये था कि वात प्रकोप हो जाता है, जिसके कारण हार्मोनल डिस्टर्बेंस हो जाता है एज पर आयुर्वेद. इसीलिए पीसीओडी हो जाता था.
Okay.
तो वो उस समय में मेंस्ट्रुअल इरेगुलरिटीज इतनी ज़्यादा नहीं थी.
Okay.
थोड़ी बहुत तो पैथोलॉजी थी, लेकिन नाउअडेज इफ यू सी ऑलमोस्ट 80% पीपल आर अफेक्टेड.
Okay.
Only 20% are healthy.
Okay.
Because maybe because of the diet, because ahar vihar, Ayurveda depends upon what you eat, how you live,
Okay.
both ways. तो मे बी उनका डाइट अच्छा है, क्योंकि बाहर तो सबने जाना ही है. तो उस समय की जो परिचर्या थी, रेजिमेन फॉलोड ड्यूरिंग menstrual cycle. Nia is planning a research module
Okay.
to find out. Already we have done a pilot studies, and we need to find out and give it to the world a evidence based thing कि people who stay back for 3 days
Okay.
take a specific diet will be more healthier. They will not have infertility issues and PCOD, polycystic ovarian disease.
Yes.
That is, ovaries are getting what I should say affected because of the hormonal disturbance. तो ये सब चीज़ें घर में थी ही. तो ओवरीज में जहाँ शोथ आ जाता है, एडिमेटस हो जाती है, एक साइकिल में एक ओवम निकलना पड़ता है. वुमेन हैज़ अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 400 ovum to liberate during their reproductive age group, that is you can say from 18 to 40s. But in polycystic ovaries, as it gets edematous, the number of follicles growing will be more and wasted. They are not going to full, forming the stree beach or ovum, which is only one single thing liberated in each cycle. Instead of that, a wastage of 7 to 8, and the reserve will be over by the time they come around 30s, 35, and that is how the infertility rate is growing.
Okay.
So this issue is a major issue which has to be addressed.
Okay.
क्यों? तो वही फॉलो करना है हर घर हर दिन आयुर्वेद. तो वहाँ पर हल्दी का भी एक रोल होता है. तो हल्दी सदर्न इंडिया में पैर में लगाई जाती थी, फेस में लगाई जाती थी ऑन द 4th डे. इसको गुड़ के साथ कंज्यूम करते थे 4th डे.
Okay.
तो ये हल्दी का एक रोल है सर्कुलेशन में
Okay.
और हार्मोन्स को मेंटेन करने में.
Okay.
अभी सभी लोग तो साइंस बेस्ड, एविडेंस बेस्ड ही चाहते हैं. तो इसका कंजम्पशन, इसका प्रॉपर यूसेज, एप्लीकेशन, ये सब चीज़ें बंद हो गई है अभी। तो हर घर में आयुर्वेद था, लेकिन इसको अवेयरनेस करके वापस इसको स्ट्रीमलाइन करना यह आवश्यकता है। टुडेज नीड इज दिस, एंड वी विल डेफिनेटली गेट थ्रू ऑफ ऑल दीज इश्यूज in terms of diet, in terms of lifestyle modification, and this will help to take care of this big issue that is PCOD, I feel.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much. Let's get back to Dr. Vijay and let's continue with some diseases. Sir, can you tell us some advices on, some yogic practice when it comes to bronchial asthma?
Yeah. Bronchial asthma basically a respiratory disorder and also preceded by pollen grain of pines.
Yes.
So nowadays in Shillong very common bronchial asthma. In bronchial asthma basically asan like Matsyasan, fish pose, Pawan Muktasan, rabbit pose, very effective, and pranayam like Bhastrika pranayam, Anulom Vilom pranayam, very effective, and bronchial asthma also precipitated by stress. And we are already discussed about stress. Pranayam minimize stress. Stress को काफ़ी कुछ कम कर प्राणायाम, especially भ्रामरी प्राणायाम and meditation. तो that's why भ्रामरी प्राणायाम and meditation have also important role in bronchial asthma. And one thing is jal neti, because jal neti is a very good method of satkarma for cleansing the nasal passages. तो नेल पैसेज से क्लीन के लिए जल नेति बहुत ही अच्छा होता है। ये एवरी डे अर्ली मॉर्निंग करने तो बहुत ही अच्छा रिस्पांस मिलता है। अलॉन्ग विथ कुंजल क्रिया, कुंजल क्रिया कफ को बेसिकली ब्रोंकियल अस्थमा जो होता है कफज पित्तज वाली होती है, समटाइम एसोसिएटेड विद पित्त, अकॉर्डिंग टू आयुर्वेदा कफ के साथ पित्त भी होता है। तो विदग्ध पित्त जो होता है, खराब पित्त, उसको एक्सपेल करने के लिए और कफ को बाहर निकालने के लिए कुंजल क्रिया इज ए वेरी गुड मेथड। तो विद पोस्चर, समासन, प्राणायाम, जल नेति एंड कुंजल क्रिया, ये 4 मेथड्स ऑफ योगा इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर ब्रोंकियल अस्थमा पेशेंट.
Okay,
Really?
okay. Thank you so much. Dr. Abhishek, I would like to ask you about, you've been in this field for many years.
Yes.
So, and you are here in Shillong for many years. So, can you tell us some of the cases that you come across almost on a very regular basis that, the citizens here of our state are suffering from, and, your therapy has really helped, like maybe some kind of testimony, because when people hear of examples, they become more interested. So, can you share us?
Yes, thank you very much. This may be a good purpose of mine to be here, to tell people that how we can help them in a better way.
Yes.
The conditions. See, I have been here in Shillong and serving in NIA since 2016.
All right.
So in Shillong, if today also I am coming from hospital only, and when I sit in OPD, the maximum cases what I get is lumbar disc disorder. Means our spine is there, and in the just in the lower part of the spine, the small discs are there, from where different nerves comes out, and disc when they come out, they compress over the nerves, and people get back pain which get radiates to the means lower limb, Pangsankai, Hiershakajar, there will be Tatsain, ribbon, Chloe, Tarha, like these problems. This is a very common problem, and people gradually increase that problem, and we have to send them for X-ray. X-ray give us limited information, then we send for MRIs, then when it is more, surgery is the option. But in those cases, we can prevent the increase of the condition, and many cases, actually many patients, they are reluctant to go for surgery. When they listen they have to go for surgery, they will not go for it. They will means go to home and stay like that only, where they can develop complications. So in that type of cases, we can really work a lot, means it works very nicely. We are doing, I am seeing, means if in a day I am seeing 80 patients, out of that minimum 45 to 50 patient is the same. And the same thing, same pathology happens in our cervical spine also, where the pain starts in here. Okay, same here, pang sankai, here shakajar, there pang rendang, here shakti. Same symptoms, yes, radiates down, and there will be giddiness, maybe they are associated with this. This is the most common case that we come across. Other than that, chronic knee pains, osteoarthritis, especially in females and elderly individuals, that is the commonest one, where when it is advanced stage, modern medicine says knee replacement is the only option. In actually, our aim is not to allow the condition to go to that advanced stage. We try to prevent it, whatever damage has been happened to the knee joint, we try to limit it over there with our therapies, and quality of life increases. Along with that, there are different type of pangmat are there. Joint pains are there, inflammatory joint pain are there. There are different type of, it is known as spondyloarthritis, like ankylosing spondylitis. These are very common. Other than that, I have already told that here is very common. Stroke is one of the commonest thing. That after stroke they develop hemiplegia, that is half-sided paralysis of the body, that is common. Then facial paralysis is common because now winter is coming. Half side of face get paralyzed due to the inflammation of this facial nerve, and in winter it is very common over here. So other than that, different type of headaches. Then as sir has already told that bronchial asthma and allergic rhinitis problems are very common, maybe due to pollens of the pine is very common over here. Especially so many people who are coming, students who are coming from outside, when they stay over here, they start that sneezing and that running nose, then breathing difficulties and all. Whenever they reach Guwahati, that problem is gone. So this type of problems are very common over here. Other than that, actually diabetes also very common over here. These things we come across. Some skin diseases are also very common here, like psoriasis we easily come across. Then different type of eczemas, that is chronic dermatitis, vitiligo, that is whitish patches over the body parts. They are the commonest problems that we come across here in daily practice.
So you mean to say that all this list of disorders and ailments that you've spoken about, there is एक हल है पंचकर्मा में, इस ये सब के लिए हल है?
Surely, actually many conditions we don't promise cure, but we can improve the quality of life. We can prevent them to go to the advanced stage where maybe surgery can be done. Even many cases actually surgery is not the answer. Many cases of disc prolapse, what I have told, there if you go for surgery, neurosurgeon himself will tell that if you go for surgery, there may be or may not be recovery. And there are so many patients nowadays who are having some other ailments also, some cardiac problem, heart problem, very high diabetes or some other things where they are not suitable to undergo surgery. So those patients, what will be the options in front of them? So those patients, surely we can help, we can give them a better life.
Thank you so much. I hope our viewers have really listened to that, and please come down to NEA and seek. There are very good services out there, and as you've all heard, Dr. Abhishek is fantastic at his job. Please come and take whatever benefits the government has provided for our citizens. It's for all of us, it's for us the citizens, and I think we should, it's high time we should. And we have NEA is really doing so well nowadays. There are lots of awareness programs happening, and programs like this I think will create more awareness in helping people understand what disease they are going through, and that is not just the problem, not just the disease, but there is a solution, and we have such nice experts here who will help you. Okay, let's come back to Dr. Neeta. We spoke about PCOD. Can we talk about maybe one or two other female related issues that maybe you have come across and that Ayurveda has helped and can help?
The most thing what I experienced after my joining here since last December, in cases of infertility, NIA offers a very easy solution and a cost effective solution called a procedure known as Uttarabasti,
Okay.
which helps for the endometrium to go into its quality is enhanced and it has a capacity for nidation, that is whatever zygote has formed, it gets a better environment to sustain.
Oh, okay.
So, failure cases of IVF also, this procedure helps. In cases of PCOD also, this is a very easy procedure and can be done, and we have lots of patients who have undergone this and many conceptions with a simple procedure like this, and this really helps along with Panchakarma, as we have just listened to Dr. Abhishek, and yoga. So, in a combination at NIA, we provide yoga, diet counseling, and after yoga basti, that is 1 week of cleansing process, detox through Panchakarma, we can definitely restore the capacity of the hormones to come back to normalize the physiological process in a female's body, and this is how infertility cases can be addressed easily, and definitely they go to term. Otherwise, there are recurrent abortions with the endometrial quality which is less functional. So, without any external supplements of hormones, this is a very good procedure which I am personally doing it.
Okay. Thank you so much for that information. Let's come to Dr. Vijay. Dr. Vijay, one thing I think we haven't spoken about here is gastritis. I'm sorry for that. Yeah, so it's a problem which almost every one of us, we hear about it. Like, why are you late to office? No, I'm suffering from, gastric ho gaya, and we see so many advertisements also on TV, instant relief and whatnot. Can you tell us some yogic practices that can help us with this?
Yeah. Well, first of all, everyone makes sure before performing yoga must consult to your yoga teacher or doctor. Okay. That's important point. And another is northeast, most of the part of northeast is Anupdesh. Anupdesh means जहाँ पर बहुत सारे पेड़ पौधे हो, बारिश होती हो अच्छे से, and Anupdesh कफस पित्तस डिजीज फ्रिक्वेंटली मिलते हैं. ठीक है. इसी में से एक है हाइपर एसिडिटी, अम्ल पित्त, गैस्ट्रिक. तो शिलांग इज ऑल्सो Anupdesh. तो फ्रिक्वेंटली यहाँ पे ये मिलता है. इसके लिए फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वज्रासन आफ्टर मील, ओनली वन पोस्चर है वज्रासन जो आफ्टर मील करते हैं 10 to 15 मिनट्स. देन आफ्टर दैट अर्ली मॉर्निंग कोबरा पोज, रैबिट पोज, सूर्य नमस्कार, एंड पवन मुक्तासन ऑल्सो, एंड प्राणायाम लाइक भस्त्रिका प्राणायाम, हरिचक कपालभाति और अनुलोम विलोम प्राणायाम, and kunjal kriya is also very effective in the case of amlapit, because according to charak संहिता for विदक पित्त, जो खराब पित्त होता है, गैस्ट्रिक होता है, जिसको कहते हैं एसिडिटी हो रही, हाइपर एसिडिटी होते हैं, तो वो खराब पित्त होता है, उसको निकालने के लिए बमन एक अच्छा होता है. और ये कुंजल क्रिया टाइप ऑफ बमन एशन, जैसे एक पंचकर्मा, जैसे डॉक्टर अभिषेक जी बता रहे हैं, पंचकर्मा एक बमन प्रोसेस होता है. ठीक उसी तरीके से योग में कुंजल क्रिया, ये अर्ली मॉर्निंग होता है. तो फॉर गैस्ट्रिक के लिए कुंजल क्रिया इज वेरी इफेक्टिव. एंड हाइपर एसिडिटी आल्सो भाई स्ट्रेस, almost more than 70% disease nowadays due to stress, in which hyperacidity also. This may be no doubt pranayam meditation is required. So some posture pranayam, diet is also important role. Don't eat long time. Adhyasana नहीं होना चाहिए. Adhyasana means meal after meal, after the short टाइम स्पान, मतलब थोड़े समय हुआ, घर से खाना खा के निकले और किसी ने मित्र ने ऑफर कर दिया कि ये रसगुल्ले खाइए, बर्थडे का समोसे, वो भी खा लिए, इट इज अध्यसन, तो हाइपर इनडाइजेशन होगा, देन हाइपर एसिडिटी होना है। और लॉन्ग टाइम तक भी नहीं रहना है विदाउट मील, बहुत लॉन्ग समय तक बिना खाए हुए ऐसा भी नहीं होना है, थोड़े थोड़े 2-2-3 दिन कुछ ना कुछ लेने से। सेम थिंग माइग्रेन में भी है, माइग्रेन में बहुत लंबे तक नहीं खाना चाहिए, जैसे अभी थोड़ी देर पहले माइग्रेन की बात हो रही है, उसमें बहुत लंबे समय तक गैप नहीं रखना चाहिए, कुछ ना कुछ लेते रहना चाहिए थोड़े थोड़े, लेकिन है भी नहीं ज़्यादा, ठीक है। तो आई थिंक अगर हम डाइट पे ध्यान दें, फोकस ऑन डाइट, प्राणायाम एंड मेडिटेशन, तो आई गेट कंट्रोल द हाइपर एसिडिटी, नाउडेज इन शिलांग फेमस गैस्ट्रिक, ठीक है, दैट्स।
Okay, thank you so much. Dr. Abhishek, I would like to take your concluding remarks. You know, we have spoken of Panchakarma, and my very first question to Madam was, how is Ayurveda still apt, relevant today? And Panchakarma, although you have explained very well, can you conclude it in a nutshell, the importance of Panchakarma in the present era?
Yes, actually, present era, as you are asking about gastritis C, that is a disease maximum created by ourselves. Madam said about food, said about lifestyle and all. We always nowadays we need a pill which is the solution for everything, but that cannot be possible. We have to follow some, whatever we take pill, but still we follow some lifestyle, we have to follow some diet habit. We cannot expect that we take something junk and after that we take a pill and it will cure everything. So we have to follow our lifestyle, we have to follow our food, we have to take medicines also accordingly. That is the principle what Ayurveda has said. Ayurveda has said that there are different type of treatment modalities, like Ayurveda has said about shaman chikitsa, that is palliative medicine. We take some medicine to cure the diseases, and then Ayurveda says that is when it is not cured by that palliation, then we have to go for purification. That when our internal pathology is too much, that medicines are unable to treat it, then we have to take out the disease from its root, and for that Panchakarma is done. And along with both shaman and shodhan, that is palliation therapy and purification therapy, we have to maintain the diet. So these three when we combine, then only success of the treatment will be there. Singly, not a single thing will work in a very good way. So yes, nowadays there are so many lifestyle disorders are there, and so many things we cannot correct the lifestyle itself. It is very easy to tell. You are here in your office since morning to evening. I am sitting over my chair, madam is sitting from morning to evening. Many a times we are not able to take food due to our busy schedule. We have to take some food whatever is available. We cannot go for a jogging or walking, whatever it is. So for that, to prevent that, nowadays the Panchakarma becomes more important. As I told, as much as our lifestyle and food habits will be wrong, that much impurities will get generated in our body. No, nowadays if you everybody will tell about free radicals. There's so much of free radicals. Why? Yes, as I told, so much of stress and maximum of diseases are psychosomatic. So much of free radicals will be there, impurity, toxin generation will be there. And if we can eliminate out those things from our body from time to time, then we can get escape from many diseases what is going to come in our body. And once they come, they become incurable. We have to take medicine for long time. So prevention is obviously better than cure. So we can take Panchakarma, we can be healthy for long time. And if we get disease also, please I request everyone, all the viewers, you don't wait to make the disease a stronger one. You in the initial phase itself, you come for treatment, and it becomes easier to get rid of the disease.
Thank you so much, Dr. Abhishek. Ma'am, before your concluding remark, okay, I would like to pose a question and then you can follow with your concluding remark. The same question that I asked Dr. Abhishek like a couple of minutes back. You're in this field, you know, you're an expert in this field, but individually, personally, what are the benefits you have seen in your life?
In my life, I could say, like I'm in 50s, as I said, started practicing Ayurveda after 12th class, I can say, as I entered studying my undergraduate course. But before that, as I said, Har Ghar, Har Din Ayurveda, my grandparents used to say, get up early at 4 o'clock to study until 6, go to school, come back, and we would sleep by 9 o'clock.
Okay.
So now in 50s, I don't wear spectacles. One genetic part is there, but still I think I'm sustaining well with rest of the things, like in spite of my busy schedule and stressful management in the post of director here. I don't have any blood pressure. So all this by practicing pranayam, Surya Namaskar regularly.
Okay.
The food, what we follow, do's and don'ts. Then in today's cutthroat competition world, you achieve some things and you don't achieve. Ayurveda says yam, niyam, and whatever is destiny. It is a bit of philosophy also,
Okay.
where we say what is in your destiny will come to you. So be happy with what you achieve, and let go the rest of the things. So with this experience of mine, I feel that has helped me let go my stress, and I don't put up any sleep disorders into my life and adding to diabetes or something like that. These all. And one more thing I would like to say to all my viewers, whatever it is, food is one element. As we say, Ayurveda focuses on ahar, vihar, diet and lifestyle. So what best we can do, I don't say you go gymming, go walking, go yoga. People never used to do all those things in the past. They were healthy. How? Doing their daily regimen, being happy, eating the proper food, and biggest and the foremost reason of all is sleep. I feel in the coming years, there definitely will, already the research is going on, there are so many outcomes, but I would personally on your platform would like to give this message not only to viewers of Meghalaya, to the world, that sleep is one thing which will make you more healthier if taken in proper time and proportion. People say 8 hours sleep is okay. I am sleeping at 1 o'clock, I get up at 10 o'clock. So I am getting my 8-9 hours sleep. So I would not agree to that. Ayurveda says it is sunrise and sunset. Before sunrise, you are to get up, you have to awaken, and after sunset, no intake of food. So most probably around sunset also, if you eat, there should be 2.5 hours before you sleep. That is sleeping time. If you happen to sleep by 9:30 and 10 latest, and you wake up with the cells rejuvenated. Sleep is one therapy in Ayurveda which helps rejuvenation of cells and maintaining health. It is an anti-aging factor also. So nowadays we forego sleep with our WhatsApp and also the viewers. I would say we come back to healthier life with Ayurveda with the message of ahar, vihar and nidra, that is sleep.
Sleep. Thank you so much for that message, Doctor. Well, viewers, that's all we have for you today. The discussion that we had today, the focus was to emphasize on the importance of adopting Ayurveda to get a healthier lifestyle and a healthier nation. On that note, I would like to thank doctors. Thank you all. Thank you so very much for being here. It was a really nice, interesting, discussion that we had today. Well, viewers, again, I would like to say, whatever you have heard today, try to implement that into your life, because the emphasis of Ayurveda, it's to move from illness to wellness and from wellness to happiness. On that note, thank you once again for watching, and God bless.